Hi. So I'm sharing a small journal for learning for Sidhu. So he picked up a book which is social studies, right, class five, and this is written by an author who is very claims to be very proficient in teaching children, right, and she's saying igniting the minds and it's integrated method of teaching, a lot of great things, right. Now I'm just going to go directly to the chapter that Anusha gave Sidhu to study today and answer a bunch of questions. Simple, right? Study this chapter, answer some questions. Looks very simple, right? So the chapter is latitudes and longitudes. This is for fifth standard, right? So if it is applicable for you, please continue watching. Latitude, longitude, calculating time, locating places, right? So this is how information is organized in this book. First is introduction. So there is a GPS here, and there is North Pole, South Pole compass, and there is more things here, right? A magnetic needle and globe here. So we know these are all connected somehow, but kids will try to read through all these to see how they are all connected. So they will start reading what is a globe, what is a sphere, what angle is it tilted, what is an angle, they don't know. It's okay, something is something to do with angle, right? 23 and a half degrees tilted. Do they care really? It's okay, that is a number, but it's okay. Now go on. 90-degree north, 90-degree south. Suddenly there is a reason why something stops at 90-degree. When you read, the northernmost point of the axis is called North Pole and is marked at 90-degree north. Why? Why is that northmost point marked as 90-degree north? Why is the southernmost point marked as 90 degrees south? Why? The imaginary line that divides is called equator. That is okay. That is understandable, right? Now, look at this, right? Now, parallels of latitude. This is actually a chapter, how the chapter begins. How the subheading begins. Parallels of latitude. And then, suddenly, if you go to the questions now, right? After 5 pages, you will see a question called what are the parallels of latitude? How silly is this, right? Parallels of latitude. They're giving a clue to tell you go here, read a few lines, pretend like you understood what parallels of latitude is and answer. But Sidhu has not done this, right? Sidhu has written in his own words, parallels of latitudes are lines which are parallel to the latitude. Just brilliant, right? I like the answer so much. But parallels of latitude, that is not the expected answer. Oh my god, he's not going to get marks. Why? Because you're going here and you look at it, or horizontal lines running parallel to the equator. The answer will be equator. That is the answer. Right? So, the way the question is framed, the way the chapter is structured, and the way children's minds naturally work are all not aligning to give the marks. This is not the only thing, right? If you see parallels of latitude to adults also doesn't mean anything. Does it mean anything? Parallels of latitude, do the words parallels of latitude mean anything? No. I'm 40 years old, I understand profoundly astronomy and geography, but these words don't mean anything to me. But that's okay. The length of these lines keep decreasing as we move from the equator towards the poles. The distance around the earth is measured in degrees finally, right? And you keep going on. If you see, right, there are some important latitudes and a lot of special words in very very short time, in one page, right? You cannot cover the beauty of Arctic Circle, the beauty of Antarctic Circle, what is happening. These are all just not facts, right? These are experiences. Why? The first thing that people have to say is take yourselves to the core of the earth, to the innermost core of the earth. And from the innermost core of the earth, enjoy looking straight up or sidewards. You look at latitudes and longitudes. So many things, right? But all that is simplified here. What is the second question? What are the lines of longitude? See, is this a question, guys, to check your understanding? See, Sidhu has randomly answered. These are called meridians of longitude. Why are we putting kids through this by the name of examinations and by the name of checking their understanding? Right? Kids will answer this correctly. They will get 100 out of 100 but will have no understanding of what latitudes and longitudes are. I'm just giving an example, guys, how these fifth standard book is like this. And all publishing, and there's a big lobby for these books and authors and all whatnot. So he's explained beautifully in his own words. See, that is what I want, but you know, but of course, no marks, right? No marks for all these things. But there will be understanding. There will be you'll kind of fairly want to understand, push your understanding more. So I will leave the interpretation up to you. I find it very upsetting that in 3-4 pages they pretend to give a syllabus, cover the syllabus, and ask some questions, and you know, and make sure parents somehow push their children to get fully correct in this, and happily go to the next chapter as if you are now ready to understand the next chapter. I think they are not, and this is not the way to teach children. That is just my personal opinion. I'm just sharing it with an example now, because Sidhu, Anusha, and us, right? We were all helping him understand this at home, and we found out this to be a fundamental gap. But Anusha was still insisting that no, children need to know where to go and look for answers and write. But that they can do on any other topic, right? Which they like. Not randomly on some important topic. Latitudes and longitudes are important topic. If you push them to say what is latitude, what is longitude, what is this, what is this, what is this, what is this, you lost mark. Will you like it? If I teach you now about latitudes and longitudes, how many adults are ready to listen? And I'm saying that is the reason we are not ready to listen, because we have all been ridiculously graded on such random questions.